my name is Kaylani and welcome back to my Bookish Corner. Today we are going to be doing another scavenger hunt, but a different kind and hopefully not as badly done as the first one. So here we go. So I have the prompts on my phone and you're supposed to time yourself, so let me get my timer pulled up as well as my prompts. So here we go on the timer. And let's go into our first prompt. So our first prompt is a book with deckled edges, and I know I only have one book with deckled edges because it's not my favorite thing in the world. I don't really mind it. Like, I know there's some people who like cannot stand deckled edges, and then some people who are like only deckled edges, and I am neither one of those people. But I'm pretty sure this is the only one that I currently have on my bookshelf with deckled edges. Hopefully you can see the deckledness. And that is Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. And this is a great book. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. And then our next prompt is 3 or more people on the cover. And I'm a little bit confused on this because does it have to be like more like 3 people who are different? Because I know on Such a Fun Age, there's like 3, there's the people on it, but they're like just repeated over and over again. But I guess it is 3 people, right? Because it's the main character, the police officer, and the child. So that's 3 or more people on the cover, I guess. But they're repeated, see, over and over again by Kelly Reid. This was also a good book that I read this year. Book based on another story, so a retelling, I would assume, is the next prompt. So for that one, I think the only one that I have that I know is a retelling, like right off the bat, is Purses and Kisses by, I don't know how to pronounce her first name, but that is her name right there. Let's see if we can get it to focus, like always. Something Menon, I believe, and this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, very loosely based. Well, loosely as in it's not very fantasy based, but it does have quite a few Beauty and the Beast things in it. So that was my third prompt. And then our fourth prompt is a book that's 10 letters long. So let's just count. So The Mothers by Britt Bennett is 10 letters long. So there is that one. Starts and ends with the same letter. Oh, here. Easy, easy. Whoop. Destroy my bookshelves. That is like the one thing about this. Like, I really enjoy doing these scavenger hunts, but like I just destroy my bookshelves and have to put them back together after this. So the guest list starts with a T and ends with a T. I haven't read this one. I am pretty excited to read this one though. It is for the Literary Dead Book Club. Literally Dead Book Club by Books and Lala at the for next month. So I'm pretty excited to get into that one. But have not read it. A mass market paperback. I think this is the only mass market paperback that I have. It is Fantasy Lover by Sherilyn Kenyon. It is the first series the first book in this series. So there is that. A book written with a pen name. I will correct myself if I am wrong about this, but I'm almost positive that the author of Every Heart a Doorway is a pen name. Almost positive. So, but I will correct myself in editing if I'm wrong. So there is that one. And then a book with the character's name in the title. We have Lydia Bird. So we have The 2 Lives of Lydia Bird, which Lydia Bird is the main character in the book. So there is that one. This is way easier, like, than the other one. Like, I'm going to be done with this so fast. A book with 2 maps. Let's see. I don't think Game of Thrones, this collection of Game of Thrones has maps in it because it's like the weird little Bible version. Oh, it looks like it has a map. Or is it 2 maps? I don't know. Like, because it's like the north map and the south map. Is that technically 2 maps? Or is it just because it's the same region? I don't know. But we're going to go with it. So in this little tiny Game of Thrones collector's edition type thing, we have 2 maps. A book turned into a TV show. I just used Game of Thrones. Can I use that again? Does this count? Does anime count? Because I have like Soul Eater, which is technically a TV show. So I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, so we have Soul Eater here. And then a book written by someone famous for something else. This one is exciting for me because I feel like nobody talks about these two people enough. So I'm picking two for this one because I'm not going to be able to decide on either one. We have Point Your Face at This by Demetri Martin. He's hilarious. I highly recommend him. This book is like all illustrations, and my friends went through and selected their favorites, but I don't... It's just like this. This is what the whole book looks like, and I love it. So highly recommend this if you like pithy, I think is the word, pithy jokes. And then the other one I'm picking for this is Sleepwalk With Me and Other Painfully True Stories, which is a Mike Birbiglia novel, and Mike Birbiglia is hilarious. He's one of the best storytellers, like verbal storytellers, that I have come across in the world. His stand-up is on point with my type of comedy, so Mike Birbiglia, 10 out of 10. Oh, I almost knocked my books over. So, a book turned into a TV show, book by clock on the cover. This one's gonna be the hard one. Let's see if I can find a clock on the cover of any of these books. How does Clockwork Angel not have a clock on the cover? Like, the word clock is in the title. Does clock, the word, count as a clock on the cover? Because technically it's a clock, right? I don't know. Let's keep looking. So I don't have one with like an actual clock on the cover. So unfortunately I can't get that one. Where did I leave my phone? So that is one that I am not going to be getting today. A poetry book though, however, I do have. I have quite a few poetry books. But we will go with... Where'd it go? With Depression and Other Magic Tricks, because it's one of my favorites. An award stamp, definitely have. What is it? Aristotle and Dante has like all of the awards. Like the whole cover. It's just a cover of awards. So there is that one. Man, it does not like the gloss, does it? Written by an author with the same initials. This is gonna take forever. So my initials are KB. So let's look for those. If those don't work, I might look for my middle initial, which is BB, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna say this is enough. I'm gonna say I don't have one. I feel like none of my authors even have like a B last name. Except for Holly Black, which obviously isn't a KB or a BB. Nope. Sure don't. I don't have a KB or a BB, so unfortunately I guess I'm just not gonna get that one. A short story collection would be... Oh, I guess, you know what I can do? I'm gonna move Mike Birbiglia's to this, because technically it is a short story collection, and I still got to talk about Mike Birbiglia, so it's a good day. So I got him for this one, and I will leave Demetri Martin for the author who is famous for something else. Famous, but famous. Oh, almost lost my book stack again. We're gonna have to split these books. oh geez, 500 to 510 pages. This is going to take a minute, so bear with me here. Is 500 on the dot. We have 500 pages. Will it focus? 500 pages, and then it says the end. So, a 500-page book, Marriage for One by Ella Mace. And then a graphic novel. Of course we have a graphic novel. I just pulled out a manga. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and choose my favorite one of the year, which is Dancing at the Pity Party, which is a memoir about a mother who dies. And then, let's see. And then the last one is written by 2 or more authors. I have an anthology called A Phoenix First Must Burn, which is 16 stories of Black girl magic. So there is that. So that is all 20 prompts. So let's see what our time was. 14 minutes and 43 seconds. So I did it pretty quick, I feel like. But there is that. So that was our full scavenger hunt. So let us recap. So a book with deckled edges. I did my stack backwards. It was going to take forever to get there, I feel like. We have Their Eyes Are Watching God for deckled edges. For 3 or more people on the cover, we have Such a Fun Age by Kelly Reid. And then we have a book based on another story. So we have the retelling of Beauty and the Beast and Of Curses and Kisses. And then a book that is 10 letters long, or the title is 10 letters long. So we have The Mothers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that is The Mothers. And then we have a starts and ends with the same letter. So we have The Guest List, which starts with a T and ends with a T. And then we have a mass market paperback, which is Good Old Fantasy Lover by Sherilyn Kenyon. A book written with a pen name. Like I said, I'm going to have to check on this, but I'm almost positive that this is a pen name. A book with the character's name in the title. We have The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. Lydia Bird is our main character in the book. And then we have a book with 2 maps. We have this little tiny Game of Thrones book, and it's got the 2 maps at the beginning, if I can find them again. There they are, 2 maps. One is of the north and one is of the south. And then we have a book that was turned into a TV show. My books fell. I knew it was going to happen eventually. No casualties in the fall, though, thankfully. A book that was turned into a TV show was the prompt we were on. And we have Soul Eater, which was turned into the, obviously, the anime. So that's technically a TV show. And then we have a book written by someone famous for something else. We have Demetri Martin's Point Your Face at This, which is hilarious. And again, I think you should pick up. And then we did not have a book with a clock on the cover, so unfortunately I did not get something for that prompt. And then the next prompt is the poetry book, which we picked Depression and Other Magic Tricks. And then award stamps. We have Aristotle and Dante and the Secrets of the Universe. All of them awards right there. And then written by an author with the same initials. I didn't have, apparently no one else is a KD that I have bought at least. So unfortunately I don't have one for that. And then we have a short story collection. So we have A Phoenix First Must Burn. Oh no, for the short story collection we actually did the Demetri Martin book, right? So we did Sleepwalk With Me and Other Painfully True Stories. And then our 500 to 510 page book. We've got this one right here. And then we have a graphic novel, Dancing at the Pity Party. And our last book, ooh, we almost had another fall. Scary. And then our last book is A Phoenix First Must Burn, which is a book written by 2 or more authors. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 authors. So I definitely got that one. So out of all 20, I think we were only missing 2, which I feel like is pretty good. I think this one was much more successful than the last time I tried to do something like this. So hopefully we will continue to get better at these. But that is all I have for you today. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!